everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Monica, and I just want to welcome you here, and thank you for taking the time to watch. So I wanted to do a springtime makeup tutorial. I will be featuring the ColourPop Baby Got Peach palette, so it's got a lot of pastel-y, like springy colors, but I also wanted to do a very glowy, warm look. So we're gonna go ahead and jump on into it. I'm starting off with my eye primer here. Lightly gonna dab it onto my lid. Don't you just love living in an apartment complex? So if you guys hear a leaf blower and a lawnmower and all kinds of weird background noises, I apologize. My apartment complex is doing their lawn maintenance right now, and this is what I get for not doing this early enough. But that's okay, we're gonna keep going. I am setting this eye primer. I'm just gonna lightly apply some powder, not too much, because I do still want the base to be slightly sticky. Okay, and then going in with the ColourPop Baby Got Peach palette, I will be taking a transition shade, probably this one right here called Perky. Oh, wash my brushes. A lot of my brushes are dirty. Going in with Perky, I'll be applying that in the crease first. For my hooded eyes, I started doing this thing where I relax my eye. I relax it and look straight forward when I relax, and then blend above so you can see the color. Because most of the time I'm looking like this whenever I'm in person, so the transition shade's not really that important to me. Because you don't really see it regardless. Like that's as much of the transition shade as you're gonna see. So what really matters to me is the wing, the highlight, brow bone, and the shimmer shade on the lid. I'm gonna do it to the other eye. I will go ahead and deepen my outer V, taking the shade Half Baked, which is the really deep shade, the deepest matte shade on the bottom. This is a detailed small brush from Morphe. I'm just gonna apply this on my outer V. Just gonna pack it first. I'm trying to blend it outward so that it does into like almost a cat eye, but not really a cat eye, so that it just goes outward and it elongates the eyeball. Now do it to the other eye. I'll use both. I'm gonna go in with Glaze It on the center. first, okay, then taking Get Even on this palette and then placing it in front of that one. Ooh. Blend that together. And total concentration for this wing. Right, they're not perfect, but I'm gonna leave it just like that. Now we're gonna move on to complexion. Now I did already prep, my skincare, as you should always do your skincare before you do your makeup. Please, pretty please, you will see the difference. I get compliments on my skin a lot, and my skin is oily. And because I do my skincare, I don't get as oily and I don't get dry patches or anything like that. And whenever I apply my makeup looks incredibly smooth and flawless. And yeah, I just get a lot of compliments on my, on my complexion whenever I do makeup. And that's because I do my skincare before I do my actual makeup. Um, if anybody wants suggestions on their skincare, first and foremost, please, 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 please go see an esthetician or a dermatologist if you're having skin issues, and get whatever issues you're having treated first. Get your advice first. And then once you have all that handled, I would definitely recommend watching some YouTube skincare specialists, or not skincare, but like skincare ingredient specialists. They're not licensed or they're not like skincare professionals, but they are very into ingredient. Um, they're very ingredient friendly. Like they know what works best for skin and what helps them with other people's skin and not just their own. I have been watching Hiram, and I have been watching James Welsh. Um, Both fantastic, give good reviews, give good advice, and stuff like that. I have a friend, or I have a fellow friend who is an esthetician, and she gave me advice as well, as far as what was wrong with my skin the last time I saw her. Um, so yeah, always, always, always make sure you are taking care of your skin, because if you're not taking care of your skin, you're not going to get the results that you want, or the results that you see all these other people on YouTube do. Now, my face is still red. I have a lot of sun damage on my face because I grew up in a Mexican household, so my parents never they never prioritized my skin, or um most Hispanics don't, because they're I guess you could say they're workaholics, and they're always outside doing stuff, and it was never an issue because they had darker skin tone. But I have a light complexion. I'm not dark at all, but I am pretty pale for Mexican. I do still have some olive undertones, but it's really hard to tell most of the time. But um I forgot where I was going with this. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is my family did not prioritize my skin tone, so I have a lot of sun damage, a lot of damage from me doing like abrasive stuff. I did at one point use the St. Ives apricot scrub. I used it for quite a while, and I'm pretty sure that destroyed my skin for a while because I was struggling when I first applied makeup, or when I first started applying makeup and I started doing foundation. I was using foundations for oily skin, but I was never putting anything underneath, and it clung to all of the dry patches. It basically just clung to everything. So, yeah, so what I'm trying to say from the beginning: do your skincare, people. It is important. Do your skincare if you're going to be wearing makeup, if you want your makeup to last, if you want your makeup to look beautiful, to look flawless. Do your skincare. All right, so now that PSA is over, I applied my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and then I set it with powder with the CoverGirl Clean Matte to make it last a little longer. And I guess I should set it with setting spray. And I do the thing where I take a setting spray and spray it on the top of my sponge. Squeeze it a little bit so that it's not directly sitting on top, and then put that moisture, or press that moisture onto it so that it melts better. Alright, and I want a glowy complexion today. So this foundation is the CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless foundation. I'm in the shade 225 Buff Beige. I'm just going to apply 2 pumps on the back of my hand. That is actually a lot. I probably just wasted a lot of that. Whoopsie. I need to put my hair back a little bit. Alright, so I do still have a lot left over, and so I'm just gonna apply that down my neck. Alright, and then my next step is gonna be concealer. I'm just gonna apply a small bit of concealer, just a dot right here, maybe a little bit over here on this side, and then any place where I kind of want to do like a highlight effect. So I want these areas to be a little more brought forward, and that's about all I need. I don't need anything more than that. So we're gonna blend that in, and this concealer oxidizes. If a ColourPop no filter concealer, so if you're gonna be getting that concealer, you're gonna want to get at least 2 shades lighter than you usually do, because it oxidizes like crazy. Like this looks really white right now, but it's gonna get darker as it goes on. Because it's gonna look crazy for a little bit, but as time goes on, you'll see that it'll get down to how you want it to look. Back that CoverGirl Clean matte powder. Take my large fluffy brush. I'll go in. And then lightly dust on top of my forehead. Light some on my nose. A little bit on the cheek area here. And I'm just squeezing it so it's like in a fan version. And then lightly tap a light layer under my eyes. Thing to melt that powder in, taking my setting spray, about 3 sprays into the sponge, squeezing it so that it's soaked into the sponge a little more, and that wet part, just gonna tap it in. The Tarte Amazonian Clay Hotel Heiress waterproof matte bronzer, and I am trying to use all of this up because it is getting old. Gotta love loud ass garbage trucks, man. Alright, taking my bronzer. Oh, this bronzer always smells so good. And I tap the excess of it on the outer edge first, and then blend. And I kind of blend it like where my cheekbone is. I don't do it below it. I'm gonna apply some on the outer edges here. Man, that outer yard work is sounding rough there. The Milani Flower blush in the shade Blossom Time Rose. So it's like a nude pink with golden glow to it. Then I'm mixing that in with the bronzer so my face looks, I guess, kind of sunburnt, but not really sunburnt. I don't know. I like I like how this looks. To me, I like it a lot. Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in Bloom Time. My favorite highlighter of all time. It is like a peachy pink, almost rosy gold color. It's magic. This highlighter is magic. I've not been able to find anything else like it. Oof, oof, that glowy, that's glowy. This is the e.l.f. I think the brown brow and liner gel stuff. Oh no, I bought this because the pencils were getting on my nerves. And I started using this, and this is a lot easier, to be honest. So Like, see how fast that was to do that? Like, man, I've been sleeping on this stuff. Screwed up this brow by using the spoolie. And I've already applied concealer, so I can't really do anything else to it, but you know what? It is what it is. Oh my god, how could I forget about mascara? This is the Sailor Moon ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Sailor Moon. I felt like it would probably match it pretty well. This is the completed look. For taking the time to watch this video. If you like it, please don't forget to hit the like button. If you didn't like it, that's totally okay. If you like me, I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribed. If not, that's also totally okay. But I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all have a great day. Happy spring.